I'm Alex Radcliffe from Board Game Co.
I'm Professor Meg.
And welcome back to our top 100 games of all time as of 2025.
That's right, it's welcome back because you should have watched 100 to 91.
And if you didn't, you missed out on the most shocking thing ever.
Go back.
96 was crazy. 96 was crazy.
96 was actually
96
crazy.
was crazy. Yeah. This isn't the bit. Like, if you watched it, you know what we're talking about. If you didn't watch it, 96 was crazy.
And that's also the video where you learn the rules for our drinking game, so tune in.
That's true. There's lots of drinking games going on here. Speaking of drinking games, now's a great time to mention that we are sponsored. This is... I love this. All Play is now a channel sponsor, technically starting in 2026, but nonetheless...
Which is why this is okay.
That's why this is okay, because technically this is an extra. But All Play, fantastic site. And speaking of which, Meg, speaking of drinking games, so yeah, All Play is a channel sponsor. You can check out allplay.com for a variety of different games from them as well as their partners. And speaking of which, one of their games is in my 90 through 81 today.
I don't think
you can
any
guess,
of theirs are
but I
in mine.
will not say. At all or today?
In this video.
In this video. Well, I have one of their games is in my 90 through 81.
Okay.
So feel free to hazard a guess down below. You can do so now. If you do so later, you miss out. As we covered in last week's video, there are only gold stars for, I'm guessing, early. If you guess late, well, if you guess after you know. Anyways, this is the top 100 games. We will be starting off this time. This time, Meg will be starting first because we're going to take turns on who starts first each time. And that means you have to go ahead with your number 90.
And does that also mean go back to the first video to see all of our rules, reasons, justifications, runner-ups?
Yeah, the first 7.5 minutes of last video is just telling us how this works.
Okay, and I'm trying not to knock my pile over. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second.
Dun 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 dun.
We have Detective Club. So Detective Club is another, it's like, okay, so there are many games that I play that are in that light category that are like word games or something like that that are really fun with a group. And Detective Club is going to be one where you have these different cards that are all different kinds of images that are really beautiful and very unique, like super strange, where it's like there's a boat, but the boat is made out of cardboard and there are button things on the sails, and then there's coffee clouds and all of that. So it's very weird art. And then you're basically trying to everyone gets a clue for what it is except one person, and that person has to try to figure out what it is and try to, you know, blend in with everybody else. So it's kind of like a deduction thing where you're that person sometimes that you were left out, you don't know the clue, and you have to kind of like just roll with it and try to act like you know what it is. So yeah, Detective Club. The cards are very pretty, and the experience is just very fun and silly.
It's great. It's a great game. It's my favorite from the chameleon style games. Those games where someone doesn't know what's going on. My number 90, it's a big drop from previous years, but nonetheless, still an amazing game, still an incredible one. This is Aquatica. Aquatica is fantastic. I love this game so much. It is available on BGA. You can drink now. It's available on BGA, but only the base game. And honestly, that's not as good as the expansion. The expansion really adds a lot of levels to it. I actually have both expansions. I haven't even really played. I played the newest expansion I played one time. I need to play it more and then review it eventually. But I love the Cold Waters expansion or Deep Waters expansion, whatever the expansion is that I have. It really elevates the gameplay in my opinion. Like, I like it on Board Game Arena.
Have you played Aquatica?
I don't know. Have you? I don't know. I love it. I love the game. It's absolutely incredible. It was a 5 out of 5 for me once upon a time. I've played it enough since then that it has gone down a little. It's like a 4.5 for me. But it is very, very fun. And the expansion, honestly, more of my recent plays have been on BGA. I haven't played this in person in probably a year. And the expansion is just so much better. Like, so playing it with the Cold Waters or Deep Waters, whichever one it's called. I think it's called Cold Waters. Could be mistaken. Whatever it is.
I feel like I played it once before the expansion came out, but I don't remember.
Well, there's the newest expansion and the older expansion. Yeah. I don't know. But I like it a lot. It's a very solid tableau building. One of the things I enjoy about it is it's very different. The way you kind of have to manage your economy in the game, both your military might and your gold and all that, it's very different than any other game. It takes a little bit to wrap your head around, but once you do, there's this chaining that you set off as you play. Past that, it's basic hand management. You're playing cards that do different things, and eventually you're playing a card that pulls everything back. So if you play games like Concordia, Century, all those kinds of things can be very familiar. That's my number 90, Aquatica.
Okay, I realized I went first. You confused me when you said 90. You guys, I'm going to get lost at every single number.
My guess is that we're going to have 43 games that we overlap on. Currently, after the first 10, we only have 1 so far.
And I said less than 43. That's all I said.
Yeah.
So my next game might be one that Alex forgot about, I feel like, for his top 100. But it's going to be Tidal Blades 2, Rise of the Unfolders. And honestly, as we're hitting this point, I feel like it should be higher. We're going to get to other games, but I feel like this honestly even deserves to be a little bit higher. So this is going to be the one that's a cooperative scenario-based game where you're playing through and you have your different characters that you're playing as, and you kind of have this really unique 3x3 grid that you're playing your cards into, and then you're clearing those cards. And all of the characters, again, do feel very unique, so that the cards that you add to your deck for the things that you're doing within that chain are all just very customized depending on who you're playing as, and I really enjoy my character Echo. So yeah, Tidal Blades 2.
Yeah.
It's a fun time.
It is an excellent game. I did not forget
I'd like to play more.
So the problem with Tidal Blades is that it's very, very good. I find that more and more campaign games that I start and don't finish, I get a little bit burnt out on like, okay, well, when are we going to finish it? And so this one is when we started.
We're finishing soon.
As soon as we finish it, my opinion will go up.
Is back.
But until then, it's like the game we played 3 months ago that we need to pick up again.
Okay,
I like it. I like it. I like it.
Get out of here.
89 is Wondrous Creatures. I really enjoy Wondrous Creatures. It's my favorite games from them so far, although I have not played Shallow Sea and I have heard good things about it. But Wondrous Creatures is all about the card play, and I like games that give you tons of cards, and it's about how you try to figure out the cards together to optimize. There's a worker placement puzzle as well. It's got a fun little aspect. Your worker takes up 2 spots. There's a little bit of a puzzle as to how you place them. But really, to me, the main thing is trying to get cards and then play them to have the coolest tableau that activates and does things as much as possible, because that's what I find so enjoyable about so many different games. Card play that just makes the game feel nearly infinitely variable, even though it's like the core structure is there, but every time you play it feels like a different challenge because you're like, ooh, that card looks cool. How can I fit that into my engine in a way that gives me resources and lets me place workers and lets me do all the various things? It's a great game, and the expansions are very small, little mini modular expansions, easy to incorporate, which makes them, well, easy to incorporate.
And also really beautiful.
Yes, it is very beautiful.
Really beautiful. My next game, which is kind of an accident, but not on purpose, because I if you didn't tune into the first video, shame on you, but I used Pub Meeple, so I ranked these, and I had no, I just let it do its thing and didn't really change that much. So I accidentally have 2 Druid City games in a row.
Wow.
Yeah, and honestly, I feel like Tidal Blades should have been above this one, but again, we went with Pub Meeple, so it was what I was in the mood to play at the moment. But here we have Off With Their Heads. Now, this is a trick-taking game.
Yes.
Where no matter what your cards you're going to use for a certain action, where it's trickin', right? Where you're filling out a sheet for different things, and it's all based in the Alice in Wonderland world, but you're basically using it to branch out depending on the color and numbers that you take, that you can use it for certain things. And I just think it's really well done. It's a really quick gameplay, and just despite how quick it plays, you get a lot done and you feel like you're accomplishing a lot and really like building out your sheet that you fill out. So yeah, I look forward to playing this one more now that I have the final version.
I like this one a lot. I've only played it once. If I had played this more, I could see it being a top 100 contender, but I'm always hesitant after one play.
Off with the heads.
Anyways, my number
play
88, I guess. 88 is Foundations of Rome. Despite the fact that this is Foundations of Metropolis, that's because it's a smaller box and I don't want to grab Foundations of Rome. But Foundations of Rome is the better game because it has the same stuff in here, plus cooler components, plus more expansions. But Foundations of Rome from Arcane Wonders is an absolutely incredible polyomino game. One of my favorite polyomino games. I think I have things higher than this, but it's very up there for me. It's very clean. It's very straightforward. You're buying lots, so you're bidding on these lots over here. You're trying to figure out which action to take at any given point. Are you trying to take money? Are you trying to build lots? Are you trying to buy for the right to build lots? You're trying to figure out how to get your things out onto the board while being mindful of the monuments. Like, always play with the monuments expansion because it just gives you like small little adjustments to it. But everything you place down has a rule as far as how it scores and what it gives you. It is so straightforward, so clean, so cutthroat. It's one of those perfect blends of simplicity and strategy that works really, really well. The Foundations of Rome big box is expensive, very cool, and despite being all those miniatures, it sets up in like 3 minutes. It's insane. Foundations of Metropolis is much more affordable, but doesn't yet have the expansions. I don't know if they ever plan on coming out with them. If they do, that would bump it up for me for the affordability, accessibility, and the gameplay. For right now, it is the travel version of Foundations of Rome.
Yeah, Foundations of Rome is one that I considered for my list, but didn't make it.
Didn't make the cut.
I considered, but it didn't quite.
You just don't want me to get those 43.
Because I knew. So coming up next, Alex had Foundations of Rome, and mine is similar, where it has something to do with a city. It's gonna be Link City. So this is a little game that I think I was introduced to this year at maybe Level Up. I was gonna say Level Up or Dice Tower, where this is one where you are placing out you're building out a city. So you're placing out different pieces of the city, trying to build it within certain restrictions that will do well for you. So it is competitive, but you're all working within that same city that you're building out together. So there's just like a lot of placement around this one that, I don't know, I think it was fun. I think it was a good time.
It's a very solid game.
And I'm realizing this is 2 blue-orange in this video. Not even in this list, but in this video.
There's another blue-orange coming? Oh, blue-orange. Oh, Detective Club. Wow, you have 4 games on the table. 2 are Druid City games and 2 are blue-orange.
I'm just, yeah.
What are the chances of that? Yeah, what are the chances?
And again, I did Pub Meeple, so that somehow they just ended up together. And again, if you watch the last video, French Quarter and Three Sisters ended up exactly together. 2 Arcane Wonders. I feel like that means that we're consistent. Like when
I feel it means publishers paid us for these spots. They did not.
Maybe.
I shouldn't even joke.
No. But when French Quarter and Three Sisters were exactly next to each other, I was like, oh, that makes sense. That makes complete sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. This though, like this is there's 7 games on the table, and 6 of them are duplicates from publishers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, so what's your next?
It's not. It's not. I'm sorry, it's not. It's a good game, but it's not. My next one is
it's a good game.
my next one, my 97, I want to say 97, is Wispwood.
Nice.
I am really liking Wispwood.
Really?
Really. I think this is gonna go up next year. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure. It's still new to me. I still only have a couple of plays in this one. I haven't even reviewed it yet on the channel. I still want to get a few more plays in. And I do think it will go higher, but also could go lower. Who knows? But I really like the tile placement of this one, and I was prepared to write it off. This is a polyomino-ish game. You're basically drafting tiles and then place them into a polyomino shape into your 4x4, then 5x5, then 6x6 grid across 3 rounds of play. The thing about it is there's so many polyomino games out there. There's so many, and they have variable scoring cards, and they have variable scoring cards. So each game, you choose a different one for each color. So this round, the pumpkins are scoring that way, and the witches' hats are scoring that way. So it has that variability, which I very much crave in games. Despite all of that, I was like, there's so many of these. What are the chances that's going to be anything more than good? Like, it'll be good. I'm going to like it, but I'll just like it and then move on. It's very different.
I think the most clever part about it is that you fill out your pieces and then you have the trees and then the trees go away.
That's the thing.
So that is... Yeah.
It makes it different. It feels different than other polyomino games because your board is expanding, then shrinking, leaving things you have to dance around. Very interesting puzzle. Really enjoying it so far. We shall see the long-term longevity of it, but if I have to guess, I think it's going up next year, not down.
Alright, but you gotta turn that around.
Turn around!
Oh, I gotta reach way low. Be right back. This little one jumped away and escaped us. This is a game that I've mentioned time and time again. You forgot it?
Again.
Or did you forget it, or were you like,
no, I'm just like, it's a good top 100 pick.
Time and time again, this game comes up. I don't think I'll ever not bring it up. So Timeline is a very, very simple card game where, for example, this one I believe is the Inventions. Oh no, this one's Diversity. So it's going to have different cards. Like for example, it has the invention of the camera, and it's going to have just the picture on one side and then the date on the other. And you have them all in front of you that you only see the pictures and not the date. And then you're trying to basically shed your cards Uno style to guess correctly where they go into the timeline. So yeah, I think it's very clever. I think it's one that can be a bit intuitive, that families really enjoy it. It's something that you can explain to anyone and just pick up and play. And it's also something that if you're playing it somewhere, like a brewery or something, you can easily pick it up as well. That if you're like, oh no, we gotta go. It's not like it's highly competitive that you're like, ugh, I don't get to finish. I want to complete my tableau. It's like everyone can kind of just be like, I think this is here, guess and finish. So I think it's great for like families coming up for the holidays and stuff like that. And again, what am I gonna say, Alex?
Accessibility,
affordability. It's teeny tiny. So I think this again is super. It's probably the cheapest one on this list for me. So check out Timeline.
You know what I want to see? It'd be a lot of work, but after the game makers, they can do it. I want to see Timeline Board Game Edition.
Oh, that'd be really
just like
cool.
300 cards for board games. Terraforming Mars, 2014, 2015, and then someone's like, I got Crokinole, 1756, or something like that.
But then it's gonna have like the editions expansion, where it's like Talisman First Edition, Talisman Second Edition, Talisman
Casa
Third
Burgundy
Edition.
Special Edition. Oh my gosh. Anyways, my number 96. 96,
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
No, 86.
86, that's the one. Alright, we have Castle Combo. Castle Combo. This is a small box Pandasaurus game. I really enjoy this one. I have the expansion.
Shout out affordability.
Affordability. The expansion.
On BGA.
Expansion just came out, and I do want to try that. Yeah, I mean, I just saw an email from Pandasaurus being like, expansion for Castle Combo. So I think I saw it in Essen, but I didn't pick it up in Essen. But I am excited because I want to add more cards to this because I keep playing this so much. It is It's so fun. It's just all about building a little 9-card grid, and they have to draft from like the noble or the peasants, and you have to try to choose. Like the nobles are a bit more expensive, but sometimes they have higher powers. But you have limited money to work with. What are you gonna do? You can use your keys to hop rows or to refresh the row. And you try to just build that perfect 9-card grid. And it's one of those games that every time I play it, I'm like, again, run it back. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. I can score higher. It's so good. It's so good. It's just fun. It's fun point scoring optimization. I really enjoy it.
I'd say the one thing I have to say about Castle Combo is I don't love the art.
The art?
Yeah, I don't love it. Like their courtesans art, I wish was on this.
I hear that.
The courtesans was a lot prettier.
It's a style. There's no question.
Yeah.
But I enjoy it.
Yeah. Okay, next up for me is going to be Glass Road. Now, Glass Road is a game that, in my opinion, I have not gotten to play enough. I want to say I've played it 2 to 3 times. I played it at the Dice Tower events, and that's where I've usually gotten to play it. And this is one where you're trying to do a lot, and it's all very, very tight resources. So you're trying to do different things to build out your map area. So you're trying to like cut down forests to build in different things, but everything that you do is tied to the resources that you have, and your personal player board with your resource track, it kind of has this little, the way the dial goes, it will move. So as you gain in certain things, you'll lose resources in others, and you're always kind of capped at what you have the lowest things of. So it's a really interesting puzzle of you never have enough of anything. So you're kind of trying to figure out what you're okay not having certain resources of. But that being said, like you kind of do need everything. So it's a very, very tight puzzle that I think is just very clever.
I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot, and I think about this one a lot. This is one that, again, I play a lot of new games and things like that, a lot of prototypes, and this is one that I wish I got to play more of, that if I had my choice, I think I'd play this a bit more.
I think they just added it to BGA.
That's why I wasn't sure. I almost said it, and then I was like, I'm not sure. I think
wrong.
It might be, but I think it might not.
I think it's newer on BGA, but
I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's a good game. I really enjoy it. It's it's the shortest Uwe Rosenberg game in my opinion, or the shortest from his big box Euro type games. Hey, my number 84 is Food Chain Magnate. This is the expansion box. It was on top. I grabbed it, and it's not going to be your 84.
I still have not played a full game of this.
It's so good.
I played it, but
it's so good. AP will play it anytime you want. It is a long, like when you sit down to play it properly, it's a 3 to 4 hour game, and it's a fairly cutthroat 3 to 4 hour game. So like if you're not into it, if you're not having a good time, like you kind of want to set the table with people being like, if you want to tap out, let's tap out. We want people to be having fun. But it is still it is the best slaughter game in my opinion. It is such tactical warfare as you play it. You're constantly trying to produce things and then try to figure out, oh, I'm making more pizza because people want pizza. Oh, wait, you're making more pizza? Well, I'm going to start running ads for hamburgers because people are going to want hamburgers instead. You're constantly trying to build out your own competitive advantages as you try to build your tableau of waitresses and managers and chefs and all those things and advertising managers. There's so much going on in this game. I have not played the expansion yet. I've heard good things about the expansion. I'm not in a rush, though, because the base game, I don't table it enough. But it is very, very good. The best slaughter game, and it's one of those games that is so strategically deep, but the rules are not that complicated. The rules are accessible.
Yeah, I enjoyed what I played of it, but I did not get to play a full game, but I can see where it's really tough that if you're playing it with like 3 to 4 people, that's 2 to 3 people investing a lot of time for perhaps not what they want to happen.
Yeah, it's one of those things, it's just the problem with it specifically is that if you know what you're doing and someone else doesn't, that person's not going to be able to keep up with people who know what they're doing. Which is why I always recommend playing the intro game to teach people. Play an hour and a half. You got a good idea. You got a good idea of what's going on. And from there, it's much easier, even just after that intro game.
Next up is another game that I think about a lot. And so I'm kind of planning to play a lot of games between the winter break, between Christmas and New Year's. I'm kind of mentally telling myself you're going to play like all of these games. And we'll see how many I get to. But this is one that I would love to play over winter break, Alex. And I think you will too. It's Lacrimosa. Lacrimosa, I think, is an extremely clever game that... So Alex and I kind of had... This is a tangent, but Alex and I kind of had a discussion early, a bit ago, that sometimes when you're really good at a game, it might make you like it better. Where if there are some games that you're just inherently bad at, even if it's a good game, you might not like it. And Lacrimosa, I feel like, is a game that it makes sense in my brain. It's like, it makes as much sense as me, doing anything like waking up and breathing. So I think that the mechanics in it has this system of where you're upgrading cards and you're slotting them into certain areas, but the iconography is so clear that the cards that you're using, I want to say there's no words on any of them.
It's only so that makes sense.
It's only these iconography, and it's so straightforward. It's so easy for you to just look at it and understand what's going on, that I feel like as someone who learns a lot of games and has a lot of games thrown at them, it's something that I can just see and it makes sense. And then the journey is so beautiful because you have this set of cards that you start off with, you're trying to gain new cards and upgrade them, and it's very tight that you can only do so many cards throughout the game. That's the part I love the most about this. There is a whole board that you're moving along as well, where you're doing different things and interacting with the board, but I just think that the card play in this and the action selection system that it leads to is just so much fun. It's very, very beautiful, and I think that this, again, speaking about games I'm spending a lot of time with, this is a game that if I feel I did all the things I wanted to accomplish in the game, and if I upgraded what I wanted to, even if I don't win, it's a very fun time, and I feel very accomplished. That even if you do things that are hard in it, even if you're not winning, it still feels very good. That I think it's a very, I don't know, I have a very good time with Lacrimosa.
It's a good game. It's a very good game. Yeah.
And hopefully I play it during winter break.
That is number 84, so 83. 83? No, I must do...
I'm not sure. I think I have 3 left.
90.
I think 89, I have 3 left.
87, 88. Sorry, 90, 89, 88, 87, 86, 85, up to 84.
Yeah.
I think I said 84 last time.
And then 83, 82, 81.
Yeah, I think I said 84 last time. So
That's
my second
okay.
84.
No one's counting.
They're counting. My second 84, small box game.
Oh.
Love this one. This is Logic and Lore. Mm-hmm. I have really fallen in love with this game over this past year. I've played it a ton of times at this point. I saw it, I want to say I saw it at Charcon. A Charcon, random throwback as a Charcon. I saw someone playing it. They're like, you want to try it? I was like, sure. Then I played it. Then I played it again. Then I got it. Played it again and again and again and again. It is basically a 2-player deduction game where you're trying to figure out your own row. I love deduction puzzles. This is just enough deduction, just enough memory. That is not but perfect deduction. It's like, can I remember how I swapped my cards around? What am I going to do? You can use things to mark, but you don't have enough information to mark things. And you're trying to track all information in your head. It's a good combination of logic and memory all combined. And then it has different rule modifications. So you have a ton of ways to mix up the gameplay, or even ways to throw handicaps into the game if you're diving into somebody who doesn't know what to do. It's so good. You want to know how good it is?
How good is it?
This is a convention demo copy that I got at, I want to say, Gen Con. They gave me like a demo copy to review, and the cards are worn. So I bought another copy, which I think is actually outside on the front porch right now. I think it arrived today.
Speaking of, if you'd like to win some giveaway games,
oh, that's right.
Thing still be happening?
Yeah, the thing will still happening. Yeah.
So there's a support drive for the channel, so you can check that out because there's a ton of games that you can win, but also more importantly, you can be part of the community. For Logic and Lore, I considered it for my list. I do, and I only just recently learned it. I enjoyed it a lot. My only qualm with it is that you only have cards 1 through 9, so it's a very small number of cards that you're working with. And I think that there are a few times where someone can have a very lucky lineup, and then the other person can be very unlucky.
Potentially.
So that's my one only thing, is that because you're only working with so many cards, the odds of someone having a very good lineup can happen. Not often, but can. You know, that kind of a feel. My number 83.
Yep.
It's gonna be a crossover.
Crossover pick. Project Elite.
Oh my God, it's so heavy.
That's because you took the not miniature box. See how I took the miniature box and shook them all around?
Oh, that's what happened.
That's boards. Oh, there's one mini in there. You may have crushed it.
Goodbye. This is Project Elite. So Alex did already. Guys, the games I'm going to show you like this, and then I keep putting them down because I'm so short you can't see me if I don't. So Project Elite is one that Alex already talked about, but it's a real-time game. So you are fighting off against these different alien hordes, and you're trying to complete certain objectives that are a little bit difficult, but more difficult are going to be all of these aliens that are coming out and swarming and coming after you, where not only do you have to go out and do the objectives, but you have to protect your home base as well. And there are certain planning phases and when you do certain things, but the majority of the gameplay is actually timed where it's real time, that you have like 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Where there's an app and it's running sound for you, so you kind of have a sense of when time is running out, but you're just rolling dice as quickly as possible. You roll a certain result, you use those results to, you know, do something and trigger something, then you just keep rolling again. And some of them are going to be dice that will interrupt you, that is something bad happening, so you roll it, you have to stop, take damage, things like that. But yeah, it's just a really tight game that can be very, very exciting, where you're rolling, you're doing these things, everyone's kind of moving. It's one of the most fast-paced games that I've seen that's so engaging, that everyone's paying attention to, you know, their own piece of the puzzle and how they can try to help everyone else survive, because you're all kind of trying to move around together, that you're doing it in real time and playing really, really fast, but you're also noticing that, like, someone might need help or all these different things might be happening. So, yeah, Project Elite is very fun, very fast-paced.
You know, a fun thing that I think, speaking of pairings of games, what are the chances that these two back-to-back games, if I'm not mistaken, you learned both of these at the Dice Tower 36-hour marathon thing?
I think I knew Lacrimosa before
Did
that.
you?
I want to say Lacrimosa. Yeah, I think I knew Lacrimosa before
Cool.
that. I think I'd played it before, but I did play both of those there.
Cool, cool. What are the chances? It's crazy.
Chances.
My number 83 is Welcome to the Moon.
I'm kind of afraid to pile all of this on top of Link City.
I mean, I am constantly rearranging.
No.
No, I agree with
Okay.
that.
Okay.
It's about the box support, the way those work. Anyways, my number 83 is Welcome to the Moon. Welcome to the Moon is my favorite of the Welcome to series. I still always enjoy regular Welcome to. Welcome to Las Vegas, not so much. Welcome to the Moon, though, is 8 games in there, of which some are better than Welcome to, some are worse than Welcome to, but you can play the ones that are better, and you can play them again and again and again. They also have a kind of campaign mode if you want to go through like the kind of legacy aspect of it. Honestly, I've just played through the regular game, but I've done it multiple times. It is a charming roll-and-write game where you're basically going to flip 3 cards that are going to match those up with 3 numbers. You're going to try to choose the combination of number and action, and then they give you 8 different maps of different ways to do that. So if you've played Welcome to, this is excellent. This is an excellent game to go ahead and grab as far as it's giving you 8 different ways of doing that same thing. Are you on a rocket ship? Now you're flying through space. Now you're landing and settling. It's going through a whole story as you head to the moon, but each one introduces new mechanics that mix up the way you approach it. My favorites, I think my favorite is like, number 2 is still one of my favorites personally, the second map, but like 3rd and 4th are pretty high up there. Yeah, the 4th one's pretty fun. They're honestly, they're all pretty awesome. Well, they're mostly pretty awesome. This is Welcome to the Moon, definitely worth checking out. And the second roll and write game I think we have, I guess Trick and Write we have.
Yeah, that's one that used to be on my top list that I used to love. I used to play a lot on BGA solo. Actually, the regular Welcome to. I used to play it a lot on BGA, and now that's one that has dropped off for me. But I will say, as we're saying, it's on BGA. This one isn't. Regular Welcome to
This one has
is
the first 2 or 3 missions.
on BGA?
Yeah.
Oh.
But it's not the whole game. I want the whole game.
Regular Welcome to is on BGA, and there's also a Christmas Lights version. So again, happy holidays, but if you want to, there's like one that's all snowy where you're trying to string lights along the houses.
You should play through this whole arc. I wonder if it'll refresh the game for you.
I really enjoy roll and writes, or flipping rights, whatever. I think that I would really enjoy it. I just think I played a little too much of Welcome to.
But this mixes it up. There's 8 different games. I got rid of Welcome to. I don't have anymore. I have this.
Cool.
Yeah.
I still have Welcome to.
82.
Number 82 is Spectacular. So Spectacular is a game that I was kind of cool on, where I liked it but didn't love it. But we're in like the low 100s, so these are a lot of games that I really enjoy, but they're not my absolute favorites. So this one is going to be one where there's a lot of drafting, which I do think is very clever. That's something that I always enjoy doing. That when I'm drafting, not only am I trying to pick the things that I want, but I'm picking the things that might close my opponents out of certain choices, where in this game, for example, you can draft certain dice, and if you draft dice for other people, they obviously aren't going to be able to get them. So this is one that I just think is pretty clever. You're building out this, is it a zoo? You're building out your habitat. Zoo sanctuary, where it has this puzzle of how you're trying to match out your different animals and have them score for you. So yeah, I think it's very clever, very well done, but just not like mind-blowing for me. I enjoy it a lot though.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, no spoilers.
Spectacular.
My 82 is Things in Rings. I have so much fun with this game. This is such a good party game, easy to play game, affordability, accessibility, all those things. It is very different than other games. This is all, again, like I mentioned.
Yeah, I said this was the cheapest. That might be I don't know.
I think that's probably cheaper.
Maybe.
Probably, but I'm not sure.
Close, probably
but
close.
This it's so much fun to play through this because all it is trying to figure out what the common clues are. You basically have 3 rings, hence the things. You're placing things down into rings. So you place an axe down into one of the rings, and people are trying to figure out both the context of the clue, how it's used in society, or the attributes of it. So it might be made of wood, for example. And how it's used in society might be something that is, bought in a store, and then it might be something, and always something to do with the word as well. So it might be starts with the letters A through M, and depending on which rings it goes into, people are trying to figure out how to place out their cards into the rings. And so slowly but surely, you don't start with a lot of information, but as the cards start entering the rings, you start being able to figure out, like, okay, well, the board is probably a double. That looks like what it probably is. And then what if we over here, these things are all made of wood, and this one over here, these are all things you can find in a house. So you start figuring it out and trying to get rid of your clues. So it's deduction, but it's also a party game at the same time. I love this game. It is so good. My favorite way to play is competitively. I only say that because I have found out that a lot of people like it cooperatively. And I think co-op is fine. Yeah.
How do you play it cooperatively?
You're just trying to like run out the
Good
clock.
vibes.
You have a clock sort of. You have a limited number of turns to figure it out or something like that. I've done it to 2-player cooperatively, but apparently to me 2-player. The reason I played it cooperatively is because if you want to play a 2-player, that's what you have to do.
Yeah.
But apparently people play this cooperatively at higher player counts, which I think is bananas.
Interesting.
That is a yellow with a double letter, and you could find it in a home.
And we are now at the final game, correct?
Your final game. Mine's next.
Well, this is definitely not a cheap game on the list. I'm going to have Mosaic. So big. So many. Whoops. So here we have Mosaic. Mosaic is a civilization game where it's something that you're trying to not only build up your resource income, but then generate your resource turns. So it's very tight where you have these different tracks that you're only generating what you can. So you want to try to increase that first, but you need resources. So you're going to be generating them as well. And then there's also like a area control style map where you're trying to place out these different pieces and also gain things like it's the actual 7 wonders of the world, right? Yeah. So you're playing with all of those, and there are miniatures for it. And yeah, this one's just very clever with the different things that you're trying to do between the cards that you're playing. And I think that resource management system of when you choose to gain your resources and how you're spending them and how you're building them is just very tight and clever.
I love this game. It's great. It's very solid. Further comments later. Yeah. My 81.
But I think it has to stay here. Can yours go on top?
Yeah. My 81 is Minos, Dawn of the Bronze Age.
Nice.
I really enjoyed this. This is from Board and Dice. It's from Stan Kodonsky. This is the same system that Rurik uses, but it's done in a Euro game. It's basically tracks, and it's all about the placement of trying to figure out where am I going to place my... As you try to take the control of the turns, you're trying to figure out the timing of your turns, as well as the strength of your actions. And it's all done in a Euro game as you try to build up your tableau, move slowly up the tracks, get as many... Like, there's a little bit of, like, a kind of military aspect to an extent. It's a little bit abstracted, a little, like, not super military, but there's a little bit of conflict going on the board. This is a phenomenal game. I'm very excited that the expansion is coming out. I don't know when it's out, but there is an expansion coming for this one, which I'm excited about because this was a lot of fun. I anticipated liking this when I first heard about it because I played Rurik and it was the same system. I can remember I was at, I want to say Gen Con last year, not this past year, but the year before, and they started showing me the game, and I was like, oh, this works like that, and that works like that, and they're like...
You're like, I don't need to hear anymore.
Do you know the game? I was like, no, but this is Stan Kodonsky, and this is the Rurik system, and I love the Rurik system. So if you like Rurik, and if you like Euro games, check out Minos, Dawn of the Bronze Age, because, the endgame cards, oh my gosh, the cards are so much fun. They get really powerful in the second half of the game. It's a fun game. I recommend it. I recommend Minos, Dawn of the Bronze Age. And with that, I believe we are done with our 90 through 81.
So yet again, it is now time for all of you that did not guess last video what our #1 games are going to be, because now it's a little bit easier. There's a little bit less games for you to guess from, but I think it's still hard.
Also, we are at 2 of the 43 predicted crossovers that I mentioned, so we are 2
Only
so far.
2?
Well, because we can't, we have conjecture about what might be coming.
Have Project Elite.
Yes.
And Beast.
Yes.
And that's it?
That's the only ones that are definitely happened so far.
Okay.
You can make guesses about other things that might happen.
I just felt like there was, but maybe I was wrong.
No. 41 to go, and we have 80 more titles to go through, which means at this point I need to be hitting one every other game.
Every other game?
If it's 40, I need to hit 41 out of the next 80.
I do think in the top 20 we'll have a lot of crossover.
I think we will. I'm a little less skeptical about the, a little less certain about the, I guess it does get easier as you go inherently, because, like, no spoilers, but even in this video, I know there are some coming, so it does depend. So, yeah, we shall see. Anyways, until next time, I'm Alex Radcliffe from Board Game Co.
I'm Professor Mag.
And as always, I hope you have a good one.
See you tomorrow.